Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. We are now live on YouTube. Come on in, people. Come on back in. Yeah, like 13 people had just came in too. That's crazy.
Yeah. They were literally, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Fucking YouTube.
Every time, man. Every time. Twitch just sent their notifications out, so we're live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Live on TikTok, live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Come on in, people. Got some football to talk with you guys.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, Tony disappeared. Where did Tony go, y'all? Oh, there you go. All right, we got him back. Welcome back to the... I came to the screen and you was not there. Yes, sir.
I didn't go anywhere. I promise.
That's crazy. Welcome back to another episode of the Dope Sports Podcast, brought to you by dopecontent.com.
Yeah.
We are live on YouTube, Twitch, I almost said TikTok, and Twitter. So make sure you follow us there. We are joined once again by the co-host, as always, Tony from Get the Tables.
Yeah.
Make
Good
sure
evening. How are
y'all
you?
follow him on every platform, YouTube, TikTok. I keep getting these T's, all these T's. Twitter. Just follow him on everything. So as you see today, we got the latest in sports. We got the NFL Week 15, Week 14 power rankings. Lizard in the building. Shout out to Lizard.
Yeah.
B-Web, if you still in the building, shout out to you. Jake Cross in the building.
Yeah.
Coming in, and the comments are showing on at least the TikTok. I keep saying doggone TikTok. Twitch comments are showing, and we're here to talk about, Bill Belichick. You guys brought it up to me. I had no idea this was happening. Bill Belichick is going to the NCAA, and he's going to North Carolina. Is there an issue with the transfer portal in college football? Then our typical NFL talk. So before we get into it, how's everything going with you?
Doing all right yourself?
Doing good, man. Just working like crazy. Tired.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
You know how it is. It's same old, different day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get into it. We're not here to waste anybody's time. Bill Belichick joins North Carolina. He becomes their head coach.
Yeah.
And this is just when y'all said it last week in the chat, and then you brought it up. Jay Cross, I was about to go there. I'm glad you said it. I was about to go there. Is he going there for the football players, or is he going for the tenderonis?
Yeah.
But Yeah, he's in North Carolina. North Carolina, they went 6-6 this year. They are playing UConn in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
All these bowl game names are it's wild, these names they have these days.
Right. So, North Carolina did not live up to the preseason hype. I expected them to win from 8 to 9 games this year, and they got to 6, barely made a bowl. Pretty solid team. I don't know how many people are leaving. It's via the transfer portal because there's a lot of players that's moving around. But what are your thoughts on seeing Bill Belichick in a college stadium instead of the NFL?
It's definitely going to be interesting to see him on the college level instead of the NFL level. It's going to be a lot for him to learn. Obviously, he'll hire people to do all the dirty work, recruiting and all that stuff, dealing with the transfer portal and stuff like that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens when he actually, is there, who goes there, who transfers to North Carolina. Because obviously they're not a very powerful school yet. They're not they're not a national champion contender by no means. But you're going to have players that want to go and play for him because obviously his NFL background, and he can help them transform into a possible, NFL player. So I know the transfer portal and the NIL, the money and stuff like that is going to be a huge factor. And who comes to North Carolina and they go wherever else. But I do see like they'll kind of like what Deion did with Colorado. I do think he'll have a quick turnaround with North Carolina. I do think people will come and play for him. And it's Bill Belichick. I can imagine the staff he'll bring with him as well. So I'm very interested to see what happens and what he does with North Carolina.
And see, that's my thing. Do you think these kids, really look at Bill Belichick the way our generation looks at Bill Belichick?
I mean, probably not. Maybe some do, but not the majority. I'm sure a lot of the college players nowadays just want to get paid. And, I don't blame them. But, there is a lot you can learn from Bill as well. I mean, the knowledge you can learn from him is extraordinary. But again, also, a lot of these young kids, they just want to get that money. And they'll get offers from better schools and more money from better schools. So it's going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was for Deion, because obviously he brought over talent as well with him, with his kids and Travis and all of them. So I don't think it'll be as easy as a transition for Bill. But I feel like people will want to come and play for him for his knowledge and who he knows in the NFL.
Jay Cross is going in on Bill in the comments, man.
I mean, he's not wrong.
These are facts. Bill is there with the binoculars still out here scouting the women. He's scouting the cheerleaders. He ain't scouting the football players, man.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, Bill, I mean, if you look at it, the way his NFL tenure ended, it wasn't great. Like, it wasn't good at all. And he's kind of old school. Old school as far as coaching style and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see who decides to come to UNC and how it works, if they can adapt to him and things like that. It's very interesting to see. Now, you mentioned money. WWE fan in the building. What's good? You mentioned money, and this goes to the next topic, the transfer portal. Diamond Dave said the parents will make the kids go. You can't force kids to do anything these days.
Yeah.
Especially with money. If they get NIL deals somewhere else, they gonna go wherever they want to go. And then if they do go, they just go transfer out the next year.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the transfer portal, is there an issue with the transfer portal? Because I was very open and excited when it first became a thing. But now it's like players are just moving, and they're doing it every single year. My timeline, because I follow I forgot the exact name of the account, but it's a NCAA Transfer Portal update account, basically. And my timeline the last week has just been transfer. And it's kids that's been playing with big time schools. They're on their third school in 3 years. And it's not like they went somewhere and didn't get an opportunity to play. A lot of these kids put up good numbers. It's just, oh, my team didn't make the playoffs, or this team is throwing more money at me, so I'm gone again. Like, it's starting to become too much. I think it should be a limit on the transfer portal. I think it should be you sign to a school and you get to transfer once. After that, you got to deal with the consequences of whatever school you select.
I agree. I think there should be a limit on the amount of transfers you do in the portal. I think there should be some leeway. Maybe if you're out a year from an injury, and you know that you lost your spot pretty much, I think you should be allowed to transfer again. But I don't think you could just be able to just hop from school to school every year just because of whatever reason.
It's free agency now. It's not.
It definitely is, and I agree. Maybe you limit to one. Maybe you have an exception for injuries or something around those lines. But I don't think it's cool for these guys to just be hopping from school to school whenever they please because their team is not what they thought they would be. They're not getting enough playing time. We missed the playoffs, this, that, and the other. You got to choose a team eventually. You can't just be popping back and forth. So, I agree. There should be at least a limit.
So I feel like at what point do these kids grow up and accept responsibilities for their choices? This college is the time where you're supposed to start accepting responsibility for your choices. So if you just keep getting the way out to, oh, I didn't like this school, let me transfer again. Oh, I ain't like this school, let me transfer again. And then I'm seeing kids, playing 6-7 years, and they're going to court and they're getting an extra year or two of I can't even say the word right now. Eligibility is crazy. Diamond Dave said he personally hated if you're on a big school and can't afford big names. Facts. Don, what's good? Appreciate you coming. I struggled with that doggone word just now. But it's like I'm all for the players getting their, getting to choose where they want to go, choose their career path and all that. But at some point, it's just too much. Like it's ridiculous at this point. Like I'm seeing kids with, again, their junior is going into their senior year, and I'm seeing 3 schools under their name already, and they're back in the transfer portal. So it's kind of wild, man. You got to let them grow up at some point.
Yeah, you got to make there's consequences in your actions, and if you can just get away with everything because you don't like what's going on in a certain program. I mean, you got to become an adult sometime in your life. And obviously every choice you make is not going to be the outcome you want. And obviously in college football, it's a toss up when you pick some schools. There's some schools that obviously, who are going to be there at the end of the year, but you don't know if you're going to keep your spot and stuff like that. So things do happen.
Right.
Now, I agree. You're eligible for one transfer in your 4-year or, how many years you are in college for. If you're out a year, I think you should be able to also be eligible to apply again for transferring. Because obviously if you lose your year of eligibility,
you should get it back. Yeah,
I think you should be able to go somewhere else because you obviously are not going to get your spot back unless you're some type of superstar player like a Shadir, etc. So I do think there should be a limit. I don't think you should be able to transfer every single year. I think what's the point of the NIL then? Like you just might as well call it college football free agency at this point.
That's all it is. So
yeah. So it's just silly.
Yeah, like I'm all for the transfer portal, but they should cut it down. Hey, 2 schools, and then if you get injured, then maybe you be able to do another. School.
Maybe you apply for an exception, and if they agree with it or not, then you go on from there.
Right. So, but it's because it's like you're babying them at this point.
Absolutely.
So they're never gonna grow up. They're never gonna mature, and that's gonna be an issue in the world. So. But let's stay on college before we get into the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the official college football playoff bracket.
Yeah.
And Arizona State, Oregon, Boise State, which is crazy, Georgia, they all have byes.
Ridiculous.
And let's get into the matchups. So first up, Clemson versus Texas. Who do you have winning this game? Now, if for those who don't know, the first round is like the NFL. They're, the higher seed gets the home field. It's not a bowl game. So first round, Clemson at Texas. Who WWE fan, eat a dick.
Shut up, bitch.
Well, I just want to say this real quick. I don't want to get into a whole topic of it. They need to change the seeding in college football playoff.
What you mean?
I think it's ridiculous that Arizona State and Boise State are getting byes in the first round.
They didn't lose though.
But look where are they at? When the top 25, what rank are they?
I don't know. I don't have it up.
It's not number 3, and it definitely isn't number 4. And you're telling me that they deserve it over Texas and Penn State and teams like that? Absolutely not.
They won a championship games.
I
man.
get it, but I think you should honestly reseed. You should reseed. After you win, you reseed. There's no reason for an Oregon. This for an example. If Oregon would have lost to Penn State, Oregon would have been out of the top 4. How is that fair?
Who would have replaced
when you go
them,
the whole?
Penn State probably would have replaced them though, right?
No, Penn State would have been. Yeah, absolutely. But how is it fair for Oregon, who went all year undefeated, loses in a conference championship game, and gets kicked out of a bye? I think that's so unfair. I don't think that's fair whatsoever.
That's the rule, man. You got to win your conference championship to get in there. That's the rule.
I don't agree with
and
it.
then the ACC always gets left out of the top 4. Like they just do us dirty. But Clemson at Texas, I want to go Clemson for ACC purposes because I'm tired of ACC getting shitted on basically.
Right.
But Texas at home, Texas should win though.
I'm gonna go Texas as well. I think they're the better team, and at home, Texas.
So you will have Texas versus Arizona State at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Yes.
So. Moving on, Tennessee at Ohio State. Ooh,
that could be a national championship game. That's gonna be a fun one. I think it's gonna go by home field. So I know a lot of Ohio State fans are down right now. Since they lost to Michigan, I feel like the season's over already. Who cares what happens now? The season's over. I'm gonna go Ohio State though.
I'm gonna take Tennessee because I don't like what Ohio is doing out there, trying to ban the flags and making
that's crazy.
What do you say? A felony? I think he's trying to make it. So he kick rocks, Ohio. I got Tennessee. Let me see. Rage, what's good, Rage? He said, "Let's go Vols, go blue." We also have a bowl game. I mean, good job. Hey, I'm glad y'all beat Ohio State. That's all I was worried about with y'all. SMU at Penn State.
Oh God, Penn State, bro.
Yeah, I want SMU to win, but I gotta go with Penn State at home.
I mean, good story for SMU. I mean, that's some good recruiting right there. But no,
that atmosphere is gonna be crazy. Penn State is favored by 9 in that game. Now this one it's weird to see because I didn't expect this team to be in, but Indiana at Notre Dame.
Yeah, Indiana was a little bit of a shocker. They've had a pretty good season. Obviously, they really didn't play anybody, and when they did, they got crushed.
Didn't they beat Ohio State?
No, they lost. They lost to Ohio State. So I'm gonna go with the easy one. I mean, I the only upset I have, I don't really even have an upset, to be honest with you. Not in the first round. I can't see any of these lower tiers beating a Notre Dame or Ohio. I mean, Ohio State and Tennessee have obviously it's a toss-up. I don't think it's an upset if Tennessee beats Ohio State.
Yeah.
But like an SMU, that would be a monumental upset if they went and beat Penn State. But I'm gonna go Notre Dame. I think they beat Indiana.
Yeah, I got Notre Dame as well. Rage, your 49ers is about to get smacked.
As long as Kittle has a good game, bro. I'm in my playoffs. I need him to go off.
Yeah, your 49ers is about to get smacked. So I guess we'll do quarterfinals next week there. Okay. Because I was actually try to go through it and predict the winner now, but we'll wait. We'll just do it next week.
I'm good with that.
Diamond said there will be at least one upset. Yeah, it'll be Tennessee over Ohio State.
I don't see it.
That's it. Tennessee over Ohio State. I want Clemson to beat Texas so bad just for the ACC, and I want SMU to win just for the ACC too. But it's not. I don't think SMU is going to go to Penn State in that atmosphere.
I don't really have a college team. Obviously, I'm from San Antonio, so I root for the Roadrunners, UTSA.
Hey man, I know people that's working out there, man.
We got the Myrtle Beach Bowl over there. We got going on, but I would like to see Texas teams do well. So I would love to see SMU win. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
it just ain't gonna happen.
We'll see. Hopefully we're singing another tune next week. But that is the NCAA talk right there.
Yeah.
Let's play this intro and get into some NFL.
Yeah.
Bow, there it is. We are back.
Yeah.
NFL talk, week 14 recap before we do the power rankings and the week 15 predictions. Let's get right into it. Detroit moved to 12-1 as they get a good win, 34-31. I had the Packers winning this game, so this is a good win for Detroit. They win 34-31 over the Packers. Packers are now 9-4. Detroit is 12-1. Dan Campbell gambled on the fourth down. Controversial play because Jared Goff's knee hit the ground, but it's like, okay, the rules technically say once a quarterback knee hits the ground behind the line of scrimmage, Tony disappeared. He over there pushing buttons. Where did Tony go? There you go. He's back.
Oh, that was weird. You were just talking and then boop. Okay, go ahead. All right.
But there was a weird play on that fourth down that almost went bad for Detroit, and people are arguing about it still because Jared Goff knee touched the ground, and technically in the rule book they said once a quarterback knee touched the ground behind the line of scrimmage, he's automatically down. But they didn't call him down, so I don't know how to call that. If you go by the rule book, he was down, but I mean, do you really call that in that type of play?
Yeah, I mean that's a very that's a close one to call right there. I mean, I don't think you're going to get that one called very often in the NFL. But like you said, it was a good win for the Lions. You had the Packers winning, came down to the end. Look, I'm going to say this right now. Look, I love Dan Campbell's, like, this dude has the biggest balls in the NFL. Like, no lie. Like, he don't give a shit. That way I went for it on fourth down on his own 30-yard line. He don't care. He has the ultimate confidence in his offense. And I respect that. Like, you want that as a coach, that he believes in his offense that can go out there and get a first down whenever. But it's going to bite him in the ass. And you better hope it doesn't happen in the playoffs.
Didn't he decide to do the opposite in the playoffs last year and it cost him because he got scary?
I think
it's something like that happened. He was too aggressive or he got scary last year.
I think it was too aggressive. I think so. I respect the aggressiveness. I respect the confidence he has in his team, and who wouldn't with the way your team's playing and the weapons that you have on offense. You have the utmost confidence in your team getting the fourth down, but it's gonna bite you in the ass eventually. You need to kind of think things through. Now, obviously, he's probably, they're playing for the number one spot, so they need to keep on winning. Philly's right behind them. If they would have lost that game, Green Bay would have been a game behind them. I'm sure they would have been tied, actually, right? If I'm not mistaken. So he needs to kind of like think things through a little bit more and not think with his nutsack and think with his brain. So, hopefully when it comes down into the playoffs, he doesn't make these crazy decisions where he's getting death threats and stuff like that like he did when they lost last year.
Okay, so yeah, Jay Cross cleared it up. Yeah, he was going for it twice against the 49ers. I knew it was one or the other. I couldn't remember if he was too aggressive or he decided to tone it back. And I remember him getting death threats, which is stupid because Detroit ain't been in the playoffs and I don't know how long. He instantly came in and changed the culture.
Right,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
But I think Detroit is obviously, I don't think they're the true favorites coming out of the NFC. I mean, you got Philly playing super well right now. I think if they played each other, it'd be a toss-up. I don't think we would be like, oh man, Detroit's just going to go in there and crush them.
Right.
But I just think he needs to be a little bit more smart a little bit when he gets into the playoffs. And he probably will. He may have learned his lesson in the playoffs, and he's doing a little bit more freely in the regular season. But he needs to just kind of just beware of what his decisions sometimes.
Coco Beware legend.
Exactly.
Moving on, the game nobody gave a damn about. The Jaguars moved to 3-10 as they win 10-6 over the now 3-10 Titans.
Yeah.
The battle of the tanking teams. Good win for the Jags, I guess.
Yeah.
Any thoughts
Cool.
on that?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay. There you go. Moving right on. A game that kind of mattered to one team, but not the other. It actually mattered to both because your team got officially eliminated from the playoffs. The Jets lose 26-32 to the Miami Dolphins, who keep their playoff hopes alive. Miami is 6-7. Jets is 3-10. Aaron Rodgers did have 339 yards on 27-39 and one touchdown. Tyreek Hill showed up, 10 catches, 115 yards, one touchdown. And they go to overtime. Dolphins get the ball. Dolphins score. Jonnu Smith with the touchdown, who's been balling lately. Jonnu Smith, I'm mad because I had him in my fantasy, then I cut him because he was trash. Now he's been balling ever since. So, good job for Miami keeping their playoff hopes alive, man. The Jets, your Jets out of there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself on that pick. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I was watching the red zone while I was watching the Bucs game, and I mean the Jets were playing pretty good like that whole game, and then they just collapsed. It's like, man, what the hell?
Yeah.
But, good win for Miami.
Good win for Miami. Devontae Adams enjoys sitting at home where you would have been if you stayed in Vegas. I'm just saying. But hey, at least you get to sit at home with your buddy Aaron Rodgers now.
There you go. They can hold hands and watch the playoffs together.
Right. A game that I know you love. The Falcons get blown out 42-21. The Falcons are now 6-7. The Vikings are 11-2. Sam Darnold, 347 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins still hasn't thrown a touchdown since they beat the Cowboys. What week was that? 4, 5?
They've lost, 8 in a row or something
6?
around those lines?
What week was that?
I don't know, but I'm loving every single minute of it, man. They wanted to crown these guys so quick and call Kirk Cousins, oh, man. I mean, it's crazy how quick people turn around on them from that one win they had against Tampa when they came back and won. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Karma's a B, Atlanta. And now it's funny because now they're talking about, oh, should we sit Kirk Cousins and start the rookie now? And Kirk Cousins not going to be the starter next year, so you might as well just bench him. It's crazy how things change in just a couple of weeks.
Still
when
money.
they're pretty much saying, let's give up. Basically. Yeah. When you're saying let's start the rookie over Kirk, that to me means let's just start over.
It's funny because go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, because their playoff chances aren't over. They got winnable games. Like they play Oakland this week. I think they got a pretty cupcake schedule. They play the Giants still, so it's not like their season is done with. But you would think by the way that they're reacting, it is.
If he's not scoring touchdowns, man, at all, like let me pull Atlanta up because how many games has it been? So they played the Cowboys. What week is this? So they played the Cowboys 5 weeks ago. So he hasn't thrown a touchdown in 5 weeks. Yeah. Like by default, you have to sit him no matter if you're trying to win or lose.
I mean, yeah, you might want to like send a message I mean, that might be one way of thinking. Is like, yeah, maybe we need to send a message to Kirk that just because you're playing like crap doesn't mean that your starting role is always safe.
Because you're getting
Because,
paid.
yeah, just because you're getting paid and we have a rookie behind you.
Right.
But I don't think you should just give up on your season now when you're just a game behind for the division. I think that's a bit silly. But who am I? I hope they keep losing and they fall more down in the standings.
They're probably looking at it like it can't get no worse than not being able to
I
throw a
guess,
touchdown.
yeah.
And
I guess
everybody
you're right,
clowned,
yeah.
including myself. I clowned Atlanta for drafting Penix after you
I
just
did too.
signed Kurt. But now it looks like you're going to need him.
Right, exactly. I did the same. I don't dog him for drafting a quarterback. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would have been a smart decision. But when you have all that talent and that top 10 and you go at Penix, who probably would have been there in a later rounds, I just think it was silly. Like, to reach on him that high, I thought was silly when there's so much talent in that draft that they could have went after.
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is. We're not GMs or scouts or whatever have you. But yeah, I mean, they should have drafted a quarterback. I think that was the right decision. But would you draft them that high? I don't think that was a smart thing to do.
Mrs. Dope in the building on YouTube.
Oh shit!
Shout out to Miss Dope. Hey, you need to change your last name on YouTube because we are officially married now. So shout out to that. You know, she still got her old last name on there. Get that name out of there, babe.
Oh
Nah.
boy!
But he said, "I'm a couch GM." What are you talking? Jay Cross in the building. Make sure you follow Jay Cross as well on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure you follow him. He does YouTube shorts for Philly sports. So make sure you follow him, especially if you love Philly sports. Moving on, a game nobody else cared about again, but the Saints are keeping their playoff hopes alive. They beat the Giants 14-11. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, same.
All right, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Eagles struggle with the Panthers. 22-16. Eagles win. Eagles are 11-2. Panthers are 3-10. Let's get into some numbers because there's been a lot of drama, at least on my timeline, and I didn't even realize it was like going this bad for them. Jalen Hurts, 14-21, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. As long as he don't turn the ball over, I think they're gonna win. Like, there is issues because he's not throwing. He's throwing for 100 here, 100 there. But as long as he don't turn the ball over, that's the thing that I've been trying to tell people that overhype Jalen Hurts. And I like Jalen Hurts, but with this team and this roster, even when they went to the Super Bowl, as long as he don't turn the ball over, they can win. They can beat anybody. So I don't get the drama of AJ Brown. He's a wide receiver. They're divas. That's what happens. When they don't get the ball, they get mad. I get that part, but y'all are winning, and he's not turning the ball over. At least the last couple of games I've seen, he didn't turn the ball over. So Jay Cross, maybe you can elaborate on that in the chat, because you know more than me when it comes to Philly. That is your team. That is your city. But from the outside looking in, I'm just looking at it as, if he don't turn the ball over, we good. He said the drama came from Brandon. Brandon Graham did go out there and say that, hey, they used to be friends, and they're not friends no more. And AJ is not reacting like he should to Jalen Hurts. So I forgot. Brandon Graham did say that. So your thoughts on this game in Philly situation?
I mean, am I kind of surprised a little bit that Eagles struggled? Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, they're one of the top tier teams in the NFL. But I mean, Carolina's been playing really well lately. I think Carolina is better than that record that they have. And with the way they've been playing the last couple of weeks, they got something going on offense. And Bryce has been playing pretty well. That defense has been playing a little bit better as well. So I think Philly struggling with them. Sure, it was a bit of a shock, but I'm not totally shocked. And again, what is the bread and butter right now with Philly is that running game. That running game is insane. You got Barkley having his best career or best season as a ever in his career. And I think they're just going with what's working. And if you are running the ball and you're getting able to set up the play action pass, I get AJ Brown's frustrations because it wasn't always like this with them on Philly. They didn't have this type of a running game like Saquon.
Right.
So I can understand his frustrations on not getting the ball. I can understand his frustrations where, maybe Jalen's not seeing him open and he's throwing it to someone else, or he's forcing it somewhere and it's an incomplete. And Brown's right there open. I can understand that. I mean, things do happen in the NFL. You can't see everything on the field. I don't think Hurts is purposely not throwing the ball to Brown. It's just crazy that there's drama, quote unquote, drama in Philly when they're playing so damn good.
Right. They're winning.
Yeah.
But
they're playing so you would think it would be the opposite if you would like go by what you're reading on Twitter and the internet, stuff like that.
I'm glad
you don't honestly know obviously what's going on in the locker room. Things could be peachy, things could be going well because they're doing so good. But I really do feel like if there's a little bit of frustration with AJ Brown, I can understand it. But again, on the other side, you got to understand that you're winning, and what they're doing right now is working.
You know what? I'm glad you talked about him not seeing the field, because that just reminded me of a post that I actually reposted. So one of the scouts actually posted footage, like scout footage of the game of Jalen Hurts not seeing the field. And there were times where AJ was wide open, Jalen had a clean pocket, and he ran out the pocket for no reason. There was times where AJ and Smith were open on the same route, same play, and he ran out the pocket for no reason. So, I'm glad you said that, because that just reminded me, because I was taking up for Hurts just now, then I just remembered those clips that I saw, the scout clips of him just running out of a clean pocket for no reason. When AJ was wide open, Smith was open on multiple plays, and he either forced the throw to somebody underneath or he ran out of bounds. So, you know what? AJ might have a reason to be a little frustrated out there when you look at that. Moving on.
True. I hear you. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I just don't feel like Jalen is being, that type of person where he's just missing them on purpose. Something's going on in that head where he's just not seeing it.
He said if his first read isn't open, he runs, and last weekend he took a sack for no reason. Yeah, that's what the scout footage showed. Like, because he had clean pockets in every single video, and I reposted it on my Twitter, so make sure to go check it out if you haven't seen that scouting footage. But 11-2, man. Shout out to the Eagles, I guess. Steelers moved to 10-3 as they take on the Cleveland Browns, and they beat them 27-14. Cleveland is 3-10. You know what? I don't think we talked enough about Cleveland in their draft position, and possibly getting like a Travis Hunter or somebody like that, or where they don't need a running back necessarily because they still have Chubb, but like they're in play to get one of these high key. They might get Shador.
I mean, if they play their cards right and they keep losing and other teams win a game or two, yeah, absolutely.
But
it'd be interesting if you're Cleveland. Say, hypothetically, do you get a top 3 pick? Do you go after Travis and make that defense better than it is now, or do you roll with Winston? I don't know. I mean,
Winston is good for numbers and fantasy, but he's going to throw a pick six somewhere in the game that's going to cost you the game. Then he's going to do a post game like, I'll be asking God, man, to stop letting me throw these pick six, bruh.
That dude is a trip. But yeah, you're right. They could definitely upgrade in many ways with their draft status.
And the team is talented already.
Yeah, they got people. Njoku, Chubb, Jerry Judy's kind of starting to show off a little bit. And then, of course, that defense.
Yeah.
You know, they got Myles Garrett. I mean, that's all you need, really, honestly, is Myles Garrett. I mean, holy shit. But, yeah, I feel bad for Cleveland because I know a lot of people kind of came in with a little bit of high expectations for Cleveland. Now, you know, I think what you want about Deshaun. But seeing, you know, how Deshaun was, you know, a little bit more of a higher caliber quarterback, and they made the playoffs the year before with Flacco. So I know a lot of people kind of, you know, were a little bit higher on the Browns this season, and things hit the fan and it just got worse and worse. So,
yeah,
you know, hopefully things can pan out for them. But how about them Steelers, man? No Pickens, and they still were able to go out there and do work.
Steelers
So
tough, man. That defense is tough. Russell Wilson is not turning the ball over like he did in Denver. So they got two good running backs. Yeah, the Steelers are tough, man. Y'all do not want to play them at home in Pittsburgh in the playoffs. So somebody needs to go make sure they don't get that number 1 seed. So
yeah, this coming week, I should say, is going to be a true test though for Pittsburgh when they go ahead and face Philly. I think that'll be a true test for them and seeing kind of where they lay right now. I'm not gonna say if they lose they're pretenders. Don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I think it's a true test. I mean, this could be possibly. I mean, let's not get too crazy, but this could be a Super Bowl matchup.
yeah,
If things go, if cards go the right way, this could be a Super Bowl game right here. So this is, I think, a huge game this is more of a huge game for Pittsburgh, obviously, than Philly.
yeah. Not with Philly fans. That's
Too with
'cause
Philly
they
as well.
dramatic.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, it's a huge game for both
Yeah.
because you don't want to lose any ground against Detroit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Detroit's had a tough matchup as well this weekend. So they can easily be tied for first after coming next week.
It's getting crazy. Rob, he's only 40 minutes late today, ladies and gentlemen. Good job for Rob. He's not an hour. He's getting better. He's 20 minutes earlier than normal. Rage said Kadarius Toney needs to flip burgers, although he might muff that too. God. And he got cut immediately.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this man helped basically win a Super Bowl with his punt return a couple of years ago.
He'll be in the UFL.
How you go from having a punt return to win the Super Bowl to the UFL in 2 years?
He needs to redeem himself, man.
Wow. That's crazy. Moving on, your Buccaneers take out the Raiders 28-13. Tampa is 7-6. Raiders are 2-11. Baker Mayfield threw for 3 touchdowns. Thoughts on this game?
I wasn't looking good at first. The Bucs and the Raiders Raiders were keeping it close throughout the whole game. Bucs kind of blew it up due to some mistakes by the Raiders. They threw some picks. But man, the Bucs were struggling that game. They did not look good against the Raiders at all. For a minute there, I thought we were going to lose, to be honest with you. Baker did not play well in the first half. He threw 2 picks. He threw a pick and fumbled it. Raiders whatever they were doing, the Raiders were doing a great job at blitzing and getting Baker rattled in the backfield. The running game started picking up in the second half. Bucky Irving being hurt too doesn't help. So we don't have our little 3-headed monster with Tucker and them. But the Bucs, man, that defense, it just can't stay healthy. Now we lost Winfield again.
Oh, wow.
For another couple of games. He'll probably be more than likely out for the rest of the year until we make the playoffs. So we just can't stay healthy on either side of the field. It seems like it's always someone gets hurt every game. So this week we got a tough one against the Chargers. We'll see what happens there. But I'm happy we won, of course, and now we got the division lead.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I've been fighting for Tampa all year. In games that Tony didn't even believe in them to win. So
it's just hard. It's not so much that I don't think they're good enough. It's just with all these injuries, it's hard to think they can overcome so much. And no, he's not soft whatsoever.
That's disrespectful, Rage. Get out.
Yeah, that man's a beast. It's one of the best safeties in the game. bad luck is on his side, man. It's just he just can't stay healthy this year for some whatever. And injuries have never been an issue for him.
Yeah.
Just this year, it's just he can't stay healthy through the whole year.
Done. You gotta go watch TNA Impact, or you choosing to watch TNA Impact.
That's a fan right there.
Yeah, ain't nobody holding no gun to your head right now. Moving on to Seahawks, move to 8-5. They take out the Cardinals, my sleeper team, 30-18. Cardinals are 6-7. It was a good game, but Seattle was just too tough early. 17-7 lead in the first quarter, and Arizona never really, caught up from that point. So they got out to a hot start. And shout out to Seattle, 8-5. Arizona playoff hopes are still alive at 6-7, but we'll see what happens. Any thoughts on that game?
Nah, just Seattle. Props to them for. That was a huge division win. Obviously, they needed to get that win, and they beat them pretty handedly. I think Seattle, another team, it's kind of sneaking up there that you're gonna have to really look out at. And, you play them in Seattle, ain't gonna be an easy game. So yeah, absolutely, good win.
Yeah, Seattle is a weird team because one week they could just ball out and look dangerous as ever, and next week they could just lay an egg.
Yeah, I think honestly they need to go with Charbonnet. I think they just need to give the ball to Charbonnet now. And I just think he just does better with the team than Walker does. And again, another guy who can't stay healthy is Walker.
Yeah.
That guy's constantly being hurt. So maybe Charbonnet is the answer and using more Kenneth in more of these throwing situations, because Charbonnet had himself a game.
Yeah, he balled.
And yeah, so maybe Seattle's found something there.
The game of the week. LA Rams, who I picked in the upset, shout out to the Rams, to take out the Buffalo Bills. They win 44-42. LA is 7-6. Playoff hope still strong right now. Buffalo is now 10-3. They're still fighting for that number 1 seed, but that loss is not gonna help. Matthew Stafford, 23-30, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 22-37, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns passing, 82 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns rushing. 6 touchdowns total for Josh Allen. And I know you was just happy watching good old Josh Allen.
As Stephen A. Smith would say, that is a bad man.
Man.
Show him some respect.
He's balling.
He right there.
He's not the MVP, but he's balling.
It's your MVP.
He's not the MVP. Compare his numbers to Lamar right now. He's not the MVP.
That's the MVP, bro. Come on.
Yeah, because the media is going to hype his ass up and make him MVP. Because
MVP,
Lamar already got 2.
bro.
So they like, nah, we going to get Lamar
in the
another.
top 2. It's Josh and then Saquon.
I don't know why. Look at Josh numbers and look at Lamar numbers side by side. Tell me Lamar ain't playing better than Josh.
He's not playing better than Josh. Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay. All it takes for the Ravens to go on a win streak at the end of the season, and it's a difference. So
we'll see. But that to me cemented his MVP win.
Hell no, it's too early.
He literally put that team on his back.
Saquon does it every week.
He was that meme with the guy limping downfield, putting him on his back. That was Josh Allen.
Saquon does it every week.
Rams. No.
That quarterback is throwing for 108 yards a game. Saquon is doing it every week.
Man. Man. You can't even name a wide receiver on the Bills other than Keon Coleman.
Amari Cooper.
Well, okay, damn, you got me there. But
Yeah.
still, Jesus, bro. Josh Allen's a beast.
He is. He's killing this shit. This is his best year that I've seen him play. Jay Cross.
That's not fair, Jeff. That's a former Eagle. That's not fair.
Yeah, Jay would know him. But shout out to the Rams, man. I picked them in. That was my upset pick last week, and they got it done.
Dude, man,
that's scary,
those
bro.
Catches Nakua was catching. Holy crap!
Man.
That's a scary team, man. That could be a scary team to play in the first round. With Puka and Cooper and Kyron and then of course Stafford. Obviously the Rams defense is ass. But if it's a shootout, the Rams can keep up.
Which Wilson you talking about, Rob?
Wilson Addison. Is he talking about Garrett Wilson?
Oh, probably, yeah. How
I
you
would
get
go-
all them people? How many teams in your fantasy league for you to have all them damn wide receivers?
Exactly. Well, obviously go with Lamb and Puka. And he could just throw. I mean, I would.
You
start
throw
Wilson.
anybody in the third.
I would go Garrett Wilson. I mean,
Addison balled out. He put up some points this past week
Addison
too.
did go crazy. Maybe he might go with. How does it have a 12-man league and you got you got some shitty
your
players
people
in that
suck,
league?
man. What's going on? Rob cheating.
Damn.
There's no way you got all those. Nah, hell nah, bro. Your league is stupid. But moving on, the 49ers take out the Bears 38-13. San Francisco 6-7, keep playoff hopes alive. Bears are 4-9. Brock Purdy 20 of 25, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. George Kittle 151 yards on 6 catches. Did you see the tweet for Deebo Samuel, and did you see the community notes under it?
I did not. What was this about?
It was the most hilarious thing ever. Deebo tweeted, "I'm not struggling. I'm just not getting the ball." Shrug emoji. The community notes tweeted, "He leads the team in drops. He's not struggling." So he deleted it. He deleted it. But I screenshot it and posted. It was funny. It was hilarious, man.
That's
So
freaking hilarious. I mean, Debo is not having a great year. Let's just be honest. And my boy Kittle has been tearing. I don't think it's his best year, but Kittle has been having a great season.
yeah,
He did miss one game, but man, he's having a great year so far. And again, Niners have a lot to play for still. You got to give them props going in there and beating the Bears, who have a pretty solid defense as well. And I'll give the Niners this. I'm not a big, huge fan of the Niners. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see them again in the playoffs or nothing like that. But again, through adversity, like the Rams, they find ways to win. And again, if they get healthy, well, obviously they won't have McCaffrey.
right.
But Garindo seems like a solid put-in running back. So this is a must-win tonight. And I'm not giving Purdy credit, bro. Not at all. Absolutely
20
not.
or 25, Tony. That's a good game, man. 325 yards, 2 touchdowns.
What was his longest pass?
I mean, if he only threw the ball 25 times, it got 325. Hold on, let me go to it real quick. Hold on.
He had to have some of them that had broke.
His longest pass, hold on, ESPN tripping, was 39 yards.
Get the hell out of here.
Jawan Jennings. And then the second one was 33 yards to Kittle. And then Debo with a 20-yarder. And then Isaac with a 27-yarder.
All right, I wonder how many are these yards after catch.
Oh, I don't know.
So, I mean, look, Purdy had a good game. I'll give him credit there. But this man ain't no top 10 quarterback. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not saying top 10 either, but that's top 5.
He's in top 5 in air yards and bottom check down. Well, I can believe the bottom check down.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to the 49ers, man.
Look, I'll eat my words eventually.
Yeah, we'll see. All it takes is for him to get that big contract, and then, that's when the real judging starts for Brock Purdy. Once he gets the contract, that's how it always go. He say, Mr. Grumpy over there, you sure you don't have Dave on the show instead of Tony?
I would pick Baker over Purdy any day.
That it was an AEW show. Yeah. But Chiefs.
Oh, that means he doesn't do check downs? Get out of here, Rage.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
Chiefs win their 9th straight AFC West title by taking out the Chargers 19-17. Chiefs 12-1. Chargers 8-5. Justin Herbert 213 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, it's really not much on this game. The Chargers came out in the third quarter, put up 14 points, and held the Chiefs to 0 in the third quarter to make it a game. But other than that, the Chiefs keep finding ways to win. Any thoughts on that?
I appreciate the NFL making it dramatic at the end. But no, man. Fucking Chiefs always find somehow, some way to win. And I'm tired of it. Tired of the Chiefs, man. I want this team to lose. I don't want to see them win another damn Super Bowl. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I am tired of the Chiefs. I am tired of Mahomes. I am tired of Taylor Swift. I am tired of Andy Reid. I'm just tired of that damn team. Get them off my television.
Do you hate them more than you hated the Patriots when the Patriots was doing their run?
I didn't even hate the Patriots.
I couldn't stand them damn Patriots.
I have no issue with them. I effing hate this team.
Why?
I don't like them. I don't like Mahomes. Mr. Dramatic makes everything more dramatic than it is, so people hype him up. I don't mind Kelsey, but man, Swift is always getting them shots on television. Oh my God, she's reacting to this and that. She probably doesn't even know what the hell is going on the field. All these calls that somehow always go their damn way. It's just, I'm tired of it.
All right, Rays, be safe,
Good luck
man.
to your Niners, bro.
Appreciate you,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Hopefully Kittle has a crazy game.
Yeah, but they're gonna lose. That's my prediction.
I'm just tired of them, man.
Hey man, the Chiefs are good, man. They just good. You gotta give them credit. I hated the Patriots. I couldn't stand the Patriots, but the Chiefs I have no problem with.
I can't stand that.
So, but Monday night, Cincinnati Bengals keep playoff hopes alive in a crazy finish to this game. They beat the Cowboys 27-20. Both teams are now 5-8. Joe Burrow had, my screen froze, 369 yards, 33 of 44, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception because I thought Dak was the only one that threw picks. Cooper Rush, 16 of 31, 183 yards. Oh my God. Sacked 3 times, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception because I thought Dak was the only one that threw picks on the Cowboys, you Cowboys idiots. Rico Dowdle getting more carries, getting you over 100 yards. 131 yards for him. Jamar Chase, 177 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. CeeDee Lamb, 93 yards, 6 catches, 1 touchdown on 7 targets. I don't care that they lost. You already know that. I've been on Team Tank since week 3. That doesn't bother me, them losing. It's just how they lost.
Yeah,
It's
that was
only
awful,
this
bro.
team. Like, it was so bad, I just laughed. I was like, this all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh because this team is just, it's comical, man. Like, even when you play well, you find a way to lose. Shout out to DeMar Vian Overshawn, man. Prayers for him.
Yeah.
This man tore his MCL, ACL, and PCL, bruh.
Yeah, see, I didn't see the injury, so I didn't know it was that bad.
I didn't see it either. Thank God I didn't see it because they said he screamed. You could hear him screaming on the broadcast.
See, I didn't. I mean, I just guess I didn't have my volume loud enough because I didn't hear shit.
Well, you know, I was doing the wrestling recap. Tried that out for the first time Monday. So I had it on, but it was quiet as well. But I didn't see it. You know, Parsons was upset. He stormed off the field. The whole defense was crying in the locker room once they found out how serious it was for Overshawn. I mean, dude was just balling. 90 tackles. I mean, he was on his way to the Pro Bowl. But so shout out to him. Hopefully he's able to heal. The great thing is they say he doesn't have nerve damage like Jalen Smith did when Jalen Smith got injured in Notre Dame. So, I mean, he might miss half of next year or more next season, which is crazy, but shout out to Overshawn. Prayers to him. I'm not even. They can lose all they want. I don't care. Like, lose to Carolina Sunday, whatever. Too. Stephen Jones got on the radio and said, "Oh, with the way the salary cap is set up, you know, you can expect us to pretty much do what we did this offseason, next offseason." Basically saying they're not going to spend no damn money, and they're going to keep using the excuse that Dak Prescott makes $60 million. Let me tell you something. This is why I didn't want Dak to sign with the Cowboys, and I wanted him to get traded and just go somewhere where you appreciate it. Because, first of all, the whole reason that they waited so late to sign Dak and literally waited until an hour and a half, 2 hours before the kickoff of game 1 is because they knew that once they waited, if they sign him last, it's going to be like, oh, Dak makes $60 million. We can't sign nobody else. But people with common sense and know the sport and know how things work, we know that if you would have just signed him and CeeDee Lamb 3 months beforehand or right when the free agency started, you would have had the money to sign Saquon, Derrick Henry, or whoever else you need to go out there and sign. But you're using Dak as your scapegoat, you old fuck. I almost cussed. I ain't gonna say nothing. You're using Dak as a scapegoat. And I knew what it was when you announced the signing, when you did. Dak is warming up on the field. All of a sudden, we get the big announcement. I already knew what it was. I knew what it was. So now, that's your excuse. That's your scapegoat. Even though you can, I'm not going to say a WWE fan. Even though you can, I almost did. It almost came out. Even though you can restructure him, you can restructure CD. You can restructure Diggs. You can cut Terrence Steele or figure out something with him. You can re-sign Micah, and you got over $100 million in salary cap space to start next season. Don't give us no BS about you can't spend money because Dak makes $60 million.
Shut up, bitch.
Nobody's trying to hear that. Nobody with common sense. You know half this fan base is, we don't like Dak. Dak don't need to be making this money. So you're using Dak as a scapegoat, you piece of shit. Yeah. Like, seriously, bro. Don't give us that excuse. The Eagles, look at the Eagles payroll, and you'll see that they got one of the highest payrolls ever, and they still managed to continue to get players, move people around, restructure people, and continue to load up around their quarterback, who they also paid, their number one receiver, who they also paid. Miss me with the BS excuses. Darius Slay also got paid. Miss me with the BS excuses, man. That's all I got with the Cowboys. If y'all go keep supporting this trash ass front office, y'all can have fun with it. But the Cowboys can eat a dick. That's where I'm at with it.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Dak's getting all the slack on the Cowboys. Yeah, absolutely. He's, like you said, he's a scapegoat. He's the one that the fans will easily go attack and go after first.
He said they brought new curtains. They know they dinks. They still don't use them hoes, but it still be sunny. So yeah, whatever. I don't care. I stopped caring, and it is first play. Debo dropped. Exactly. That's why the community note said Debo leads the team in drops. He said Dak is the Jack Perry of the NFL now because Jack Perry brought that on himself. Dak is just playing football and going with the market. So, and he already knew. That's why he out here. He's like, okay, my hamstring messed up, but I'm gonna keep shooting the club up and getting these babies. That's what I'm gonna do with my little hot tamale. That's what Dak is doing now.
Yeah, I feel bad for Dak because I've mentioned it here on the stream a lot. I like Dak. I think he's a really good quarterback, and I think he gets a lot of unwarranted slack from mostly Cowboy fans.
Exactly.
It's not even from the NFL itself. It's not even from other teams' fans. It's mostly from his own fans. And like you said, Jerry Jones and the staff in the front office has made it to where it's as easily for you guys to go and blame everything on him. And it's a shame.
And that's what people say. Like every day, bro. Like people text me or they be like, well, Dak is making 60 million. So what? Like, so what? Next year, it's going to be a bargain when the next 3 to 4 quarterbacks get paid. Yeah. Like just like when Dak got the $40 million deal, and the very next year, it was like 5 or 6 quarterbacks ahead of me. Anyway, I'm tired of saying the same stupid shit to dumbass people. Moving on, let's do our power rankings. And let me give you the teams as well. Broncos, Colts, Patriots, Commanders, Ravens, and Texans all had off. That is week 14. Yeah. Recap. Let's get into some power rankings before we get into the week 15 predictions that just started with the Thursday night game.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. Week 15 starting right now. The Rams versus the 49ers in San Francisco. I already told you I got the Rams. Who you got?
I'm going to go Niners. I'll go Niners. I think they got a lot to play for.
I'm sorry. We just completely skipped the power rankings. Let's do power rankings. We're on the wrong place. I'm sorry, y'all.
Whoops.
Yep. Rewind.
TV,
Let's do the power rankings. I don't know how the hell I played the intro and everything, and we still skipped it. I'm trying to get everybody out of here. I don't want to waste nobody's time. Let me pull up the rankings real quick. You went first last time, right?
I did, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go first this week. Let me delete stream. Have your Streamlabs been moving like slow lately? Mine has been moving kind of slow. I don't like that. Number 5. Man, who did I keep out last week that I wanted to keep in? Let's put the Vikings at 5. I'll take the Vikings at 5. I think I gotta start giving them a little credit. Number 4. Got the Steelers. Tony disappeared. Hell. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm glad you said that, Rob. Tony disappeared. Hold on. Let me get him back. I don't know. He's not even on the waiting list. Where did Tony go? Tony said he didn't want to do no power rankings. Okay. I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to wait to see if we get him back. He say, oh, we doing power rankings? Nope, I'm out. I wonder if his computer died. I wonder if he didn't have his laptop plugged up the whole time. It won't let you rejoin? All right, hold on. Let me send you another link. Hold on. Tony knew my power rankings was gonna cook. He ain't want none. Let's get Tony back up in here. All right. Try that one, Tony. Let's see. There you go. All right. Back in the building.
I was trying to rejoin. It just told me there's no stream available. It was weird.
Yeah, this thing is. He said them ghosts finally left Sam Darnold alone. Yeah, that's why I got to put him in this week, man. Vikings number 5. I got to start giving them some type of respect. Number 4. This is tough. You know what? I'm gonna take the Bills since they lost. The Bills number 4.
That's
Tony
fair.
Tony probably ain't gonna like that one.
That's fair. Nah, that's fair.
Bills number 4. Steelers. Nah, wait a minute, because I'm gonna miss somebody if I do this. Sorry. Vikings gotta go. Sorry. if I keep it like that, somebody way more deserving gotta go. So Bills number 5. Number 4, got the Steelers. Uh-oh, not the dealers. Come on, Streamlabs. Bro, this thing is moving so slow right now. Number 4, the Steelers. Sorry, Vikings. I tried to get you in there. I just can't. Number 3, got the Eagles. Yeah, the D tackles, the D Tealers. There we go.
The D Tealers.
Number 2, got the Chiefs. And number 1, the Lions stay. Ooh. So my top 3 pretty much stayed the same as last week. So Bills, Steelers, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions. Yeah. That's my top 5. Who you got?
All right, so we'll go number 5. Man, this one's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, number 5. I'm gonna put the Vikings. But number 5, the Vikings.
Oh, I wonder who he's kicking out.
I think they've been playing pretty well. It's hard not to put them in the top. I think this might be my first time putting them in a while. But yeah, they've been killing it. Nice little win last Sunday as well. Number 4. Oof. I'm gonna drop them down. Hate to do this. I'm gonna put the Bills at number 4. Tough loss against the Rams, a game they should have probably won. Josh Allen again had a great game, but just wasn't enough. So I'm gonna go the Bills at number 4. Number 3. Oh man, I'm gonna go number 3. The Eagles. I don't want to put them at 3, but I just can't. I don't feel comfortable putting them at number 2 above this one team, which will obviously be the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll put the Kansas City Chiefs at number 2, and then still at number 1, I'm gonna have to put the Detroit Lions.
That is. Tony found a way to get the Vikings in there. I almost did, and I had to look. I was like, nah, I can't put the Vikings over none of these teams.
Yeah, you know, the only team I thought about not doing is like obviously the Steelers over them, but yeah, I just went with them. I had to go Vikings.
Yeah, I got to go to Steelers. So there it is. Top 5 power rankings for both of us. Now let's get into week 5 predictions, which are, why is it playing intro? Man? Get off of here, intro. Now let's get into week 15 predictions. And like I said, I've already picked the Rams over the 49ers. And you said you got the 49ers?
Yeah.
All right. Chiefs at Cleveland. I got Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, Kansas City. I mean, should be an easy game right there.
Rob, it ain't going to be easy, I can tell you that. Rob said I start betting on the Chiefs and end all this black magic BS. You right, because Rob has the worst luck. So anything Rob bet, you go against if you want to win. But I got the Chiefs, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Kansas City, Cleveland's going to be a good matchup for them. Cincinnati at Tennessee.
Cincinnati.
I got Cincinnati as well. Commanders at the Saints. Ooh, Saints favored by 7.5.
Saints?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Washington. Washington favored by 7.5.
Hey, holy. I'm going to go Commanders.
For your, I got the Commanders too. For your fantasy, Kittle got a big pass play, says Jay Cross. So there you go.
Yeah, boy.
Ravens at the Giants. Ravens are favored by 16.
Ravens, bro.
I got the Ravens as well. Cowboys at the Panthers. Everybody like, oh, Cooper Rush needs to be starting. Well, Cooper Rush is a 3-point underdog against the 3-10 Carolina Panthers right now.
Yeah, first time Carolina's favorite, I believe, all year, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go Dallas though.
If Dallas lose one more game, they're out the playoffs officially. But I guess, man, I want them to lose, but I'll take the Cowboys as well. Ooh, 3-10 versus 3-10. Jets versus the Jaguars.
True.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Jets
go
gotta
Jets.
win. Yeah, Jets
I'm
gotta
gonna go
win.
fucking Jets, bro. God damn.
This is actually an important game. Dolphins at the Texans.
I'm just going purely for fantasy. Texans, and Nico gets 3 touchdowns. That's it. Purely for fantasy.
Man, CJ Stroud hasn't just been. I don't understand what's going on this year, man.
He's had a horrible year. No, not. I don't want to say horrible.
15
but
touchdowns, 9 interceptions. It's not great.
Not a great year. Not a great year at all.
It's tough, man. I low key want to go. I want to say the Texans, but like they could very well come out here and lay an egg and the Dolphins win. Especially the Dolphins need it more right now. I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
Okay.
Even though that's a tough one for me. I'm gonna take the Dolphins though. Ooh, playoff hopes alive for both teams. Colts versus the Broncos in Denver.
I'm gonna go Denver.
I got Denver as well. They're favored by 4. Houston is favored by 3 in their game. Bills at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 2.5.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my boy Josh. Josh and the Buffalo Bills.
The guy that's going to get back into the MVP race, Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions will win this game. Get Josh Allen 2 L's in a row. Shut that MVP noise down a little bit.
I hear you, bro. Okay.
Ooh, followed by the Steelers and the Eagles.
You know what? I'm so pissed off because my Bucks play the late game
At
or
the
this
same
late
time,
window.
Yeah.
And we get these 2 games. Like, what was the? I mean,
They couldn't
obviously
flex
the
none
NFL,
of them?
Yeah, what was the NFL thinking? They couldn't move anything around for us to be able to watch every game.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why we have to pick and choose between the Steelers and the Eagles and the Bills and the Lions. That's just a travesty. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
I keep sleeping on the Eagles, but I slept on the Steelers too. So I'm gonna take the Steelers. I feel like their crowd is gonna show up big in Philly. Steelers crowd travel well and they close. So Philly's favored by 5.5, but maybe this is hatred. I mean, I'm a Ravens and Cowboys fan. We're supposed to hate the Steelers too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Steelers though. I'm gonna take the Steelers. Barely. It's gonna be a tough one. I think the Steelers can actually slow down the run with their defense. That's the difference with them and everybody else. And then they can run the ball themselves. Patriots at the Cardinals. I got Arizona.
Oh, Arizona all the way. I
You
mean,
said-
they're in desperate need. They need to win a game.
Yeah.
So they need to win this game. So yeah, I go Arizona.
He said the Lions about to get themselves banned from every Buffalo Wild Wings. Why you say that? Cause yeah, they playing the Bills. Never mind. Never mind. I forgot who they was playing already. Ooh, Buccaneers at the Chargers.
I'm gonna be a realist here. All right, I'm gonna go the Chargers. I just think it's gonna be one of those games where the Bucs gonna have to outscore the Chargers, and our defense can't stop a lick. And against Herbert, who's only thrown 1 interception, I think, all year.
They're not explosive though. Wide
They're
receiver
not.
wise.
Like, they don't got anybody that goes like, wow. And then they got Johnson who can't catch a ball worth a damn.
Telling
Like,
you.
I get it. I honestly understand you. I totally get it. But, and JK's still out. They don't really have much of a running game, so to speak. So, I get what you're saying. I just have this funk. And the Chargers defense is no slouch, man.
Yeah.
We're going to have to be able to run the ball to be able to stay in this game. And if Bucky's not playing, could be an issue. So I'm gonna go Chargers because it's also in LA as well. So I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm gonna take Chargers too. That's a tough one though. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks win.
Now,
Jay Cross
yeah,
had to move to YouTube. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, that's why we go live on multiple days. Jay Cross.
I'm with you on that. Like, I would not be surprised if the Bucks win. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, they won.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I got the Chargers as well. What's next? Ooh, another good one. Packers at Seahawks Sunday night.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good game. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Packers. Puka with another crazy catch, says Jay Cross on YouTube. So anybody that got Puka on fantasy, there you go.
Yeah.
I got the Packers versus in Seattle. Then Monday night, Chicago at Minnesota. It's 2 Monday night games. Chicago at Minnesota first. Minnesota is favored by 7.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Minnesota all day. Falcons. You know what? I'm gonna take the upset. I got Chicago over Minnesota. I don't know why. I just got a gut feeling that this is gonna be the game Chicago end up winning. So I'm gonna take Chicago in the upset. I don't know why, but this is how I'm feeling right now. Falcons at the Raiders.
Fuck it, Falcons. I mean, no, Raiders.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Falcons got to win this game, man. I don't see them losing. I'm sorry. Even if Kirk doesn't throw a touchdown, they should be able to get in from Bijan Robinson alone or turnovers or something. Like, Falcons got to win this game. So I got the Falcons. That is week 15.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Good show. We hit college football, Bill Belichick, transfer portal, top 5 power rankings, NFL week 14 and 15. Yeah. Appreciate all y'all that came in on YouTube, Twitch, and X, whatever it's called. Your mama called you Twitter. I'm gonna call you Twitter. Yeah. There's no need to do NBA right now because we just did NBA. Nothing much has changed outside of we have the Final Four for the NBA Cup. Houston and Golden State, and then we have Milwaukee and Atlanta. So I got Milwaukee winning the East, and Houston beat Golden State. I'm sorry, it's Houston and OKC. OKC is going to win the cup. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
screw all those teams. Go Spurs, go.
See, there you go. So, Rob, shut up, man. We saw this the first time. You coming in with this, man? Oh, stay for the Natties. Y'all losing to Tennessee. So just like you lost, we already did the predictions, Rob. If you wasn't 45 minutes late, buddy, you would have known that we did our college predictions already.
Yeah, it's on you, brother.
Yeah, so go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Hit the like button on YouTube because it helps the video go a long way. Yeah. We got jobs too. What that mean? What Kofi say? Yeah, you broke your neck. So what? So what? Right. Anything you want to promote?
Nah, man. We'll be live Friday and then Saturday night main event. So if you guys want to come hang out, watch some wrestling, we'll be live. So come hang out, check us out.
Jay Cross said, "No, we're not losing to Tennessee." Are you an Ohio State fan, Jay Cross? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's an Ohio State fan.
Oh, well, you definitely losing to Tennessee, man. It's going to happen. Get out of here. Just like you lost to Michigan, and they, plant that flag, Tennessee.
As long as you do those Monday night recaps, I will always rage you. So,
man, I appreciate it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it yet, though. I was testing it out to see how it go. It kind of went all right. It went pretty
like
well.
I said, if you go live, I will definitely send my chat to you because a lot of them want to still talk what went on Raw, so I'll definitely send them your way.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, man. Yeah. DopeContent.com, Dope Content YouTube, Dope Content everything, social media, Blue Sky. I don't even use it. I missed a huge opportunity this week, bro.
Oh yeah.
So Sean Ross Sapp, instead of tweeting it, he got on Blue Sky, which I don't use, and what you call it, tweet out, posted. I don't know what you call it on Blue Sky, but he posted, "Hey man, is there any freelancers in the DFW area that want to cover the AEW All In ticket event for us?"
Oh man,
I didn't see it until after the event. Push tagged me in it, but I didn't get notifications because I don't use Blue Sky.
Damn.
And I was like,
tough,
that would have been so great because that would have led to ain't no telling what, right? If I went out there and did a good job for him.
Yeah.
But
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, there'll be other opportunities, I'm sure. All in,
It's like, what? I guess he put it on Blue Sky because it's not as hectic on Blue Sky for him as it is on
Twitter. Probably like
a
lot of trolls and stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, so because I was like, I didn't see this on Twitter, but Push he texted me. He like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, I should have texted you. What are you talking about? Then he was like, oh, you ain't get the notification or nothing, huh? He said, I forgot you don't use Blue Sky. I was like, nah, bro. I started a page and never been on it. And he was like, yeah, man, I tagged you on Blue Sky, Sean Ross, and I went inside. I was like, it was 7 p.m. at that point. Like, it didn't even matter.
Yeah, damn.
But,
sucks, bro.
Yeah, because I definitely would have went straight out there. Like, Arlington is 30 minutes from me, 25, 30 minutes from me. I would have been out there. But 49ers lead the Rams 3-0 right now. Rams got the ball. DopeContent.com, DallasMavsUpdate.com. We're working on a new show, new concept that's going to focus on barbershops. So it's called Barbershop Talkers, and it's going to be authentic. We're not going to tell people scripts and all that stuff. This is going to be an authentic show. And, you know, if they get too crazy, then we'll edit that stuff out. But still, we're going to set up some mics. We're going to pull up to some of the best DFW barbershops. Start here locally. We're going to talk, you know, sports, music, politics, women. We're just going to talk barbershop talk. You know, y'all know me. When it comes to sports, I call people barbershop talkers who don't know what the hell they talking about. So now you finna find out firsthand how the barbershops go. So they're going to be loud. They're going to be loud. And then when you call them out on their stuff and you hit them with stats and they know they wrong, they going to start joking just to get people laughing. That's how it normally works at the barbershop. They loud wrong. When you prove that they're wrong, they just start cracking jokes to be funny. That's how it works. So, but we're going to talk everything. Yes, women, Rob. You ain't never been to the barbershop where y'all talked about women issues and stuff like, hey, my woman did this, or your woman did this, or your woman did that. We're not talking about like, yeah, Rob, go shut up. Yes, Jay Cross, that's what it was. So, but yes, Rob, I go to barbershops where we talk women. Because a lot of dudes be having women issues, and it's be their own fault. So I'm going to tell them, hey, you might not want to talk about this on this episode because it might be seen by one of your women's. Tony disappeared again. But, well, Rob, it's chat. How am I supposed to? I can't hear you how you saying it. It's a chat. Is Tony back? There he is.
Yeah,
Tony's
I'm back. Fucking Streamlabs, bro.
So yeah, and this show, like, I'm trying to make it as legit as possible. So we're gonna try to record either throughout the winter break or through the spring, and we're gonna actually release them. We're gonna edit them all up. We're gonna take our time with it, make sure it's right. We're going to release them hopefully by the summer. We're going to release the whole series, at least 8 episodes.
Nice.
And if it goes well, because I'm going to pay for promotion and everything on this. Like, I want this to be, you know, something for real. If it goes well, I've already got a couple of contacts where I'm going to start pitching the show to like smaller TV networks and streaming networks and things like that, to hopefully see if somebody can pick it up. Maybe, you know, maybe it starts with a smaller thing. Then if it blows up there, maybe we can officially get somewhere big, you know. Yeah. But I want this to be legit, so I'm kind of taking my time with this. This is an idea that came up, about February, March of this year. And I still kind of just been, you know, like I said, I've been writing stuff down, getting notes of how I wanted to do it. I'm taking my time with this. So this is going to be a slow build with this one, and it's a different concept, and hopefully, you know, it does well, and we'll be able to, you know, do something with it, even if it just end up being a YouTube show or, you know, our channel on the Connected TV network on Roku and all that. Even if it's just that, as long as it does well, I feel like we'll be, you know, I'll be satisfied. So, but shout out to everybody. Appreciate you joining. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Thank you for joining on Twitter. We got a lot of people joining Twitter. You know what? Twitter is actually shocking me with the numbers. Twitter get like 30, 35, 40 people sometimes.
Damn.
So, yeah, right now we're at 30. So shout out to Twitter.
Yes, sir.
It make me wish my Twitter was monetized now. But we can't go live on Facebook. So I know for a fact we can do good on Facebook. I just cannot get it to work on Facebook. I have no idea what's going on Facebook. So I'm going to figure that out while we off. But until next week, man, y'all be safe. Have a good one. Rob and Jay Cross, we're going to be here to talk about that L that Ohio State is taking to Tennessee. No. And then hopefully SMU gets a shocking win over Penn State. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Not happening.
But until next time, man, y'all be safe. We are out.
Care. Yeah. Later, guys. There's dope.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.